Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Grammys fashion review video for you. So I used to do this for every single award show about like 2 or 3 years ago. I'll link some up here if you guys want to go check them out. I think they were from like either 2015 or 2016, I don't know. But I love fashion, went to fashion school, I love fashion design, I love dresses, and I love judging people. So what a perfect little segment to do. So as you know, yesterday was the 2018 Grammy Awards, and the Grammys are one of my favorite award shows. I love music, and I think that this carpet is a little bit more fun than most black tie carpets. You can put your own little twist and a little bit more fun into your wardrobe. So I'm going to be going through a few of the looks that stood out for me, and I'm also going to be listing in a best and a worst category, and I'm going to decide who was the best dress of the 2018 Grammy Awards. So first up is BB Rexha and La Perla, and I have to say I thought she looked beautiful. So sometimes I think BB Rexha has a tendency to look a little bit I guess tacky is a good word to use, a nice word to use. But I thought this La Perla dress was beautiful, especially for her figure type. She is a little bit more hippie, bigger at the bottom, and this dress just fit her perfect. And it was elegant, it was beautiful, it was a good color for her. Her haircut suited the dress as well. I thought she looked great. I do think she looked amazing. Next up is Anna Kendrick in Balmain. And if you know me, you know I hate Anna Kendrick so much. But alright, let's just focus on the fashion. Alright, so she was in a Balmain pantsuit and a La Perla lingerie set. And I thought she looked okay. I get a lot of women love doing that masculine look on the carpet, and I think Balmain is the perfect designer to do that with. But for Balmain, I feel like usually when celebrities wear this on the carpet, they wear his big, detailed, beaded and sequin pieces on the floor, and I think those will make a little bit more of a statement than a pantsuit does. And I don't know, I like that she paired it with the lingerie, or her stylist paired it with the lingerie, but I just didn't like the blush shoes with it too. I feel like it was going for a masculine but still a sexy look. Pink shoes, like the light pink shoes, made it a little too cutesy, and it was kind of going in too many directions. Next up is Camila Cabello, and she was wearing Vivienne Westwood, and now this is her first Grammys on her own, and she wasn't nominated, but she did present the Latina. And it was a beautiful speech, by the way, and she performed with Kesha. I think for her first Grammy, she looks beautiful. I just think there's something missing with this that wouldn't give it that wow factor. Like, she looked pretty, she looked, I don't know, it was just kind of boring for me. And I feel like in the past when she's walked the carpets with Fifth Harmony, they've always looked a hot mess. So I think she's on her own now. She doesn't have to go by any guidelines of what the other girls are wearing. So she and her stylist on a free range to put her in whatever. But I don't know, there's a wow factor missing from it, but I still think she looked beautiful. Okay, next up is my girl Cardi B, and she's wearing Assis Studio. So I think she looks fun. I think she's always looking to make a statement, and I think this dress definitely does make a statement. She kind of looks like a little like angel that you put on top of a Christmas tree. But yeah, I think she looks good. Not my style per se, but I think she looks good. Alright, next is Chrissy Teigen, and I believe you pronounce it Sanina Couture she was in, and she looked amazing. She was literally radiating on the red carpet. And if you miss it, she announced that she is pregnant with a baby boy. Lena's going to be a big sister to a baby boy, which is so exciting. But I think she looked beautiful on a red carpet. I think Chrissy Teigen, pregnant or not, is always a standout on the carpet. She's not afraid to take risks, and she always looks so glamorous. I don't think she's going to be in my best dress list, but she looks beautiful. I love the length of the dress too. Perfect for a little strappy shoe. She looks great. Next is Giuliana Rancic in, I think you say Mikeld. I'm not too sure, but it was this black ensemble, and I thought she was beautiful. And I feel like a lot of celebrities, now that I'm noticing, kind of shied. A lot of celebrities who were also on the carpet for the Golden Globes, who were also on the carpet for the Grammys, I feel like most of them shied away from wearing black because they had to wear black on the carpet. But Giuliana was one of the ones who continued to wear the black, and I thought this dress was stunning. It was so detailed. It reminded me of Versace a little bit from, I think it was 2 years ago in spring, or maybe a year ago in spring, that collection. It was so detailed, it looked laser cut. There's a lot of detail to it, and it was sheer. So the whole dress was sheer, and underneath it had some like beaded swish detail, as you can see here. And I just love the one shoulder design, the slit. I love that it was still flowy but still sexy and tight. I love this. I might have maybe wanted to see her hair pulled back a little bit so we can get a little bit more of the detail, but I thought she looked great. But side note, if you guys watch E! Red Carpet, Ryan had this like beautiful stage, and then they put Giuliana in like this little corner with the bar. I remember even BB Rexha was like, is this right? Is this where I stand? Like, you can't even see my dress. I feel like the two setups that they have are completely different. But yeah, so I thought Juliana looked great. I was going to put her on my best dress list, but you know what? I'm going to put her on my best dress list. Okay, up next is Haley Steinfeld. I don't know who the designer is. I still have yet to find out. But if I do find out before I post this video, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. But I thought she looked gorgeous from everything. Her hair looked great. Her makeup looked amazing. The outfit was just beautiful. And at first, like when I saw the boots, I was like, oh, you ruined the dress. But then when I saw the full picture and I saw the movement in it, I thought it was absolutely amazing. Like I was saying, I think the Grammys is the place where you can have a little bit more fun. But I think she's a perfect mixture of like fun, sophisticated, and effortless. It was just perfect. I think the boots is that perfect touch of fun to this such straight and structured solid dress. And her hair was effortless and wavy. It was beautiful. But then she had this beautiful turquoise makeup on, and it just complemented the purple so well. I'm just obsessed with it, like 100%. I'm here for it, and she's going on my best dress list. Next up, the man of the hour, the host himself, James Corden, and he is wearing custom Burberry. Navy was a big color for the men of the carpet. Even, I think you caught up to Ryan Seacrest. He's like, we're both in navy. I think he looked nice. I think guys, sometimes it's a little bit boring, especially when it's black tie. And it is fun to see the guys who go to the more fun side. But I kind of like that mixture of fun and classic. Like, you know who had a good mixture of that? Chris Hemsworth on the Golden Globes carpet. He was wearing a paisley suit, but he didn't have a tie. He had it unbuttoned. Like, that's fun, but it's still sophisticated. I just think this Burberry look, as nice as it is just a little too sophisticated for me. Next up is Jenny McCartney. And I don't know what she's wearing either. I didn't get the designer for it, but it is absolutely horrible. And like in the back of my mind, I'm kind of like, why are you here, first of all? Why are you wearing blue hair? Why are you wearing your Louis Vuitton sunglasses on the red carpet? And why are you wearing mesh gloves? This whole look was an absolute disaster. And like, you know how like sometimes like, oh, it's a pretty dress, but like it was too over accessorized. Without the accessorized, the dress would still be pretty. That is not the case. I think even without the accessories, she would have looked horrible. This dress is ugly. The gloves are stupid. Her hair is better blonde. It's just not good. Worst dress list for sure. Next is Julia Michaels, and she's in Paulo Sebastian. And I thought she looked beautiful. This is her first Grammys as an artist and a writer. And I thought it was really pretty. It kind of had like a Cinderella vibe to it, like new Cinderella, like the color, the ball gown next to it. And then it also has butterfly details in it. I thought she looked really soft and really pretty. But I just feel like sometimes when you have so many tattoos, it's hard to look soft because your tattoos still give off an edgier vibe. But I still think she looked really nice. Next up is Rihanna. I don't know her designers either. She didn't walk the carpet, but we do have some pictures of her inside the show, and she actually changed 3 times. So she had her one outfit. It was like this brown latex ensemble, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but I think if anybody was to pull it off, it's going to be Rihanna. It had gloves in it. It was full big latex jacket and a skirt. She looked absolutely beautiful though. Her second ensemble was her performance look, was this like pink salsa dress. She looked beautiful. And then her third was like this crop top, a little bit more fun crop top and pant outfit. I feel like Rihanna was hard to get full looks at her outfits because she didn't walk the red carpet, but all in all, I think she looked beautiful, and I'm here for Rihanna. And you know what? I'm gonna put this in here. Everyone's like, oh, Rihanna got fat. No, she didn't. She put a little weight on and she looks absolutely beautiful. Don't hate on her. Next up is Kelly Clarkson and Christian Siriano. And I think her and Christian Siriano are like best buds because she's always wearing his designs. And I actually thought that she looked amazing last night. I hated her look at the Golden Globes. She was wearing this big black dress with gold details and had one gold sleeve. It was just ill-fitting for her. But this dress was absolutely beautiful. It slimmed her. It covered her arms, but still in a nice slimming and trendy way. It has these beautiful tassels on it. Her hair was pulled up to give the attention to the dress because it had so much detail, which I love. I love when a dress is so overpowering that you need to pull the hair up and give the attention to the dress, and that's what she did. I thought she looked amazing last night. A+. So Kesha is up next. I don't have any designers for her as well, but her red carpet and performance look were both a pantsuit, and I think that like was a subliminal message because she's all about the empowering, the whole thing with like Dr. Luke, so I think she's showing like the woman can wear the pants too. I might be looking like a little bit too into this, but I think that's what she's doing. It had like a very like 70s look to it. I think if she put a cowboy hat on, she could fit into like Midland and nobody would even notice that she was there. I don't know, I'm just not here for it. Next up is Kimberly Shoutman, the second woman of Little Big Town, and I thought she looked great. She has this big, beautiful blonde hair that I don't think should ever be put up no matter what the outfit. She's the one exception. And she wore this really pretty romantic dress. I love it. I'm looking at it right now. It's so pretty. I don't know the designer, but it's kind of giving me like Marchesa vibes, but I feel like nobody wants to wear Marchesa right now because of Harry Weinstein, but I don't know. It's kind of giving me like Marchesa and Zuhair Murad vibes. I love it. I love the coloring of it. I love the dark purple beading against the light pink. I think she looked absolutely beautiful. Next is Lady Gaga, and she's in Armani Privé, and I thought she looked great. Lady Gaga, of course, always makes a statement on the carpet, but in the past, I want to say about like 2 to 3 years, she's been a little bit more toned down, a little bit more sophisticated. But this outfit yesterday, I think, was a mixture of sophisticated and dramatic. I think with her hair pulled back and it being black, it was a little more sophisticated, but it was really cool. So if you pay close attention to it, it's actually a see-through beaded jumpsuit, and it had a skirt attached to it. And this skirt was absolutely ginormous. It filled the whole carpet, and I loved it. I think she played into the goth look to it. I think for me, it was a little bit too much played into, but I think she looks good, and I think it's very Lady Gaga, but tastefully Lady Gaga. Next is Lana Del Rey, and she is in Custom Gucci. So for this one, I think I like the pieces separately. Like, I think the dress is nice. I think it could have fit her body a little bit better. I don't like the shoes that she used with it, though. They're a little bit more blocky and just make her look just not as sleek. I think if she had a strappier, like up the ankle, very delicate heel to it, it would have made the dress a little bit more appealing. The headpiece too, I think it was fun. I think it was very Lana Del Rey. I think she looked pretty. And then also, I don't know if you guys noticed, yesterday did another Time's Up campaign, so everyone donned a white rose. Whether they were holding it, wearing it, whatever they wanted to incorporate in their outfit. She actually wore hers as a corsage. Is that how you say? Corsage? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, she wore it as a corsage, and I think it was just a little bit too much like promi vibes for me. Next up is Maren Morris and Julie McDonald, and I thought she looked beautiful. She was one of the like lone female country artists at the Grammys, so I think she was kind of like the face for women in country, and I thought she looked beautiful. Is it my favorite? No. But does she look beautiful? Yes. Next is Miley Cyrus, and I'm so excited to talk about her because this is finally like the Miley that we deserve and the Miley she deserves. No more stupid outfits, no more stupid stunts. Well, semi-stupid sometimes, but I thought she looked great at the Grammys throughout the whole entire night. So on the carpet, she wore Jean Paul Gaultier, and she was wearing this velvet jumpsuit, and I thought she killed it. It still had edgier vibes to it, so it was a little more fun and still had a Miley twist to it, but it was beautiful. I thought it was sophisticated. I would have probably changed the shoes though. She wore like chunky, clear, and crystal shoes. I think it was fun, a little bit more fun to the outfit, but I don't know, I think I would have changed it. And then she performed Tiny Dancer with Elton John in this beautiful Zac Posen gown, and she just was like the equivalent of like elegance. It was so pretty. It was long sleeve. She just looked like a little princess, and I loved it. I'm here for this Miley. Next up is Nicholas Jerry Jonas in John Varvatos, and he actually just announced a few days ago that he is the new face for John Varvatos, so let's only say that he comes in John Varvatos on the red carpet. And Nick is usually one of the best dressed for me on the red carpet. He just always looks so put together and not like try hard. But yesterday he did a little bit more of a casual twist, wore this big overcoat over a Detroit t-shirt. It was like a graphic tee, and I think he was wearing jeans too, like these big chunky boots. For the Grammys and for Nick Jonas, I would not have picked this outfit, to be completely honest. Maybe if he was like going to like the grocery store, I think this would be a great outfit for him, but not for the Grammys. And like, I love Nick Jonas, but I think I'm gonna have to put him on the worst dress list. I'm sorry, Nick. Okay, so next is Beyonce, and I don't know what she was wearing. She didn't walk the red carpet, and she actually showed up to the show late. But she did post 18 pictures of herself on Instagram, but she did not tag the designer in a single one of them. So I think people think that Beyonce can do no wrong. She can literally throw her child out the window, and I'd be like, yes, Beyonce! But I'm not one of those people. She can do wrong, and she did do wrong. Yesterday's outfit was horrible. She looked like a fool in that hat and those sunglasses. It just was not, no, didn't like it. And I had to say, the day before, she was at the Clive Davis party, and I thought she looked beautiful. Today, not so much. And I think the dress, if she was wearing the dress without the arms on it, and it was just a halter neck with no sleeves, I think the dress would have spoke for itself. But I think the sleeves, the accessories, was just way too much, and she looked horrible. Next up is Sam Smith, and he is in Surtui 1881. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not, but that is how I'm pronouncing it. And I didn't like it. And like at first, like the colors instantly reminded me of Gucci, so I was kind of like, oh, is this Gucci? But it's not. Thank God it's not, because it was bad. It was just ill-fitting, and I hate when a man is wearing an ill-fitted suit. Just was not good. The color wasn't good. It was giving me Grinch vibes. Didn't like it. I'm gonna have to put him in my worst dress list. Next up is pink in Armani, and this dress is a lot. So it was pink, blue, black, purple, feathers, and it was a little bit more tight at the top, and then it went into like a looser, almost ball gown look at the bottom. And it was belted, which, like, what was the point of the belt, because it wasn't giving her a figure at all. Didn't like it. I think pink could have done better. I'm gonna have to put her in my worst dress list. Next is Rita Ora, who I think is very, very, very underrated in America. I love Rita Ora, and I feel like in the UK, she's like God's greatest gift to the earth, and in America, she's just very unrecognized, especially in music. I think she has a beautiful voice. So Rita Ora was wearing Ralph and Russo, and I love this dress. She was giving me major old Hollywood glam, and I love that look on the red carpet. I kind of try to recreate that for New Year's Eve, but I'm obsessed with this look. It was a black velvet, huge high slit, giving sexy, which Rita Ora always does and knows how to do, without going over like the top too. I have to give it to her. She always looks so beautiful on the carpet. But what I liked about this dress was it had that black velvet Hollywood glamour vibes with like the nice fitting high slit off the shoulder look. But I think that hidden detail on the dress is what made it. So if you notice, if you look closely, the insides of the dress were all lined with sequins, and it was just the perfect hint of it. It wasn't overpowering, and it still let the velvet do the talking, and she just looked amazing. Definitely on my best dress list. Next up is my man, Thomas Rhett. He is my favorite country male artist, very closely followed by Sam Hunt, but I thought he looked great. I think him and Lauren are like the power couple, not only of country music, but I think of like the whole music industry. They are the absolute goals. But anyways, back to his outfit. I don't know what he was wearing, but I think it might be Gucci, because he is 100% wearing Gucci fur slides. But I see it on his collar, it kind of has a lion on it, which is one of the Gucci's like most made designs. So I think it's Gucci. I may be wrong. If I find out before I put this video, I will put it here. But I thought he looks great. I think Thomas Rhett always goes for the more fun side of dressing. He's always in like a fun, cool, embellished bomber. And I think that he took the fun and sophisticated that I was talking about earlier and had the perfect mix of it for a guy. Like, I feel like Nick's is a little bit too fun, Jay's a little bit too sophisticated, but Thomas was that perfect mix, and I thought he looked amazing. Definitely my best dressed guy at the Grammys, and he's doing my best dress list. Okay, up next is Tyler, the Creator, and he looks good. Don't get me wrong, he looks good. For the Grammys, not so much. I think this is another Nick Jonas issue, where I think that if he was going to the grocery store, he looked great, but for the Grammys, not really. Like, he's wearing Converse, he's wearing a scarf, he's wearing that hat, and at first I'm like, you know what, I kind of would like it if he took the hat off. I think it would look better, make the outfit better. Then he took the hat off and he has a leopard head. So I'm like, oh, maybe he should put the hat back on. Oh, geez. But I thought he looks fun. For Tyler, the Creator, I think he has that fun vibe to him, that fun, like, cool kid vibe. So I think he does pull it off. It's the Grammys, though, but whatever. I think this might have been, like, a better VMA outfit. Alright, now for the best and the worst dress of the 2018 Grammys. So, worst dress nominations, we have Nicholas Jonas, Sam Smith, Jenny McCartney, and Pink. And the winner of the worst dress of the 2018 Grammys is Jenny McCartney. Are we all surprised though? Really? And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the best dress of the 2018 Grammys. The nominations are Haley Steinfeld, Rita Ora, Thomas Rhett, and Juliana Rancic. And best dress goes to, drumroll please, Haley Steinfeld. So that is it for my 2018 Grammy Award fashion review. If you guys like this type of video, let me know in the comments down below. When I used to do videos like this a few years ago, I saw a positive response from it, so hopefully that is still the case. And let me know who your best and worst picks were from the carpet. I'd love to hear what you thought about it as well. But that's it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!